story that kids dare each other to do in front of a mirror? Yeah. You wanna do it? Get real. You afraid? Oh, come on, that's kid stuff. I dare you, or are you too scared? I'll do it with you. Fine, fine. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Mary. Monsters 5 live concert! How is everyone doing out there? Make some noise, Busan! The bolt catches in the lock at the funeral of the day. Check the boarded windows as the sun smothers away. A sing-song whistle shrills, signaling their arrival. A teasing scar of nails, threatening my survival. This home is a prison. Once the day is done, hushed mumbling promises. If I throw the door open, I don't know what they are or from whence they come, but they appear outside when the day is done. I turn up the television and refuse to look outside, and try to ignore the whispers and never give a reply. They come at night. They come at night. My neighbor was found, ripped apart and killed. I heard his tortured screaming like a slaughtered pig squeals. Shadows fill and fade the curtain from the moon. I pray and clench my eyes, praying dawn is soon. This home is a prison. Once the day is done, hush mumbling promises. If I throw the door open, I don't know what they are or from whence they come, but they appear outside when the day is done. I turn up the television and refuse This next song was written by Cassandra Knox. She's come on tour with us before. Wish she were here now.
And secrets where wishes all go. A coin cast for fortune, it glitters and sinks. A ripple, an echo, something else blanks. From the well, a voice calls my name. A promise it offers with fortune or fame. It's dark and it's deep. I dare not resist my deepest desire, too good to have missed. Eyes in the water, watch with a gleam. Did I wish for this, or is it a dream? Something is rising, reaching for me. The price of a wish, did I fail to see? From the well, a voice calls my name. A promise it offers with fortune or fame. It's dark and it's deep. I dare not resist my deepest desire, too good to have A voice stirs inside me, a flicker of fear. Is this wish worth my soul, worth losing what's dear? I pull back from the edge, the spell starts to break. Too late for escape, a terrible mistake. From the well, a voice calls my name. A promise it offers with fortune or fame. It's dark and it's deep. I dare not resist my deepest desire, too good to have missed. Deep in the well, my fate will remain. The price of a wish, with sorrow and pain. Bound by this darkness, no way to be free. The well claims my soul for eternity. It calls to me. It calls to me. It calls to me.
stories about a fear most of us had as children. The monster under the bed. The scratching comes like sharpening claws and a worrying squeal, causing heart pause. The mattress lifts from prying scrapes, but not from hands from other shapes. Fearing the impossible like monsters under the bed is just childish imagination, that's what they said. Joe! That girl took her top off! Wow! That's a first! The forest called to you like our ancestors before. We grew up in the city and your preparations poor. You were lost for a week. Most thought you were dead, but like magic I found you, and I meant what I said. I love you so much. Your heart is like mine. I love you so much. Our lives are entwined. No matter what happens or what we go through, you don't have to worry. I'll always find you. We are one soul, combined from two. No matter what happens, I'll always find you. Yeah. I'll always find you. I'll always find you. Years passed since then, and we had a few fights. Some got pretty ugly, and then you took flight. Did you forget my words? What I said's true. You can't get away. I'll always find you. I love you so much. Your heart is like mine. I love you so much. Our lives are entwined. No matter what happens or what we go through, you don't have to worry. I'll always find drums, providing the backbone to the whole band.
Expanded with bloats, flies all gone, spread out like a float, advanced in decay, blood all but dry, here, there, everywhere, across the hillside. The beginning, I'll never let go. I said those words true, more than you'd know. You tried to escape and fled from my reach, but I found you again. Please forgive, you beseeched. An interesting riddle, best left unsolved, scattered like grass seed, body dissolved. Murder was evident, a horror to some. I smile at the news.
the eyes of an ancient god. The talisman watched for ages, biding time patiently like a book turning pages. And then they dug it out, the people from the town, shovels, picks, and drills, all immediately laid down. A perverse and eerie glow from the talisman began to flow.
That cross, do the shapes emerge from offal and dross? Human forms inhabit and compartmentalize selfish behaviors that inside all of us lie. Go looking for darkness or baleful sin.
just aggression. Zombies are base instinct, nothing but reflection. We fear the unknown, but the known is far worse, because each one of us are victims of our curse. Go looking for darkness or baleful sin, not only external, start looking within. Monsters are created within guilty minds, with claws and sharp fangs and frightening contours. But the creature is an image from inside. As a horror, I must dwell with horrors. Dwell with horrors. Say prayers of comfort. Close your eyes, my dear. There's no monster in the closet, because we're already here. as the bone saw causes pain, and I feel an awful sickness as the coroner removes my breath. Don't you understand? This cold dead body is like a reprimand. I can feel every incision during this necropsy, and motionless I endure this painful autopsy. Terry Gomez shredding the solos on lead guitar. Mimi Park cranking the hog of rhythm. Throwing them out was a mistake. The old woman treated them like family. Tossing them in the trash was respectless, and they took it as blasphemy. Wood and plastic bound with steel, shapes of male and female vague, now smeared in filthy green like victims of a plague. But from the city dump, the faceless bodies crawled, seeking bloody revenge for the old woman who lay sprawled. The mannequins move with jerking, cracking sounds, hiding in the darkness, pursuing like bloodhounds. Mannequins out for revenge. Mannequins, wooden fingers, bladed ends. Oh, mannequins. It was an accident committed by my 3 friends and I. We broke into the shop but never meant for her to die. If only it went to plan and the old woman had just given in, instead of holding out, hiding the safe pin. But from the city dump, the faceless bodies crawled, seeking bloody revenge for the old woman who lay sprawled. The mannequins move with jerking, cracking sounds, hiding in the darkness, pursuing like This was one of the first songs written for Monsters 5. Hope you like it.
Splitting shriek, the ocean poured in much more than a leak. The lucky died fast upon impact strong. The unlucky like me were just pulled along. The ship turned belly up like the whales we sought, pierced by harpoons and the murder we wrought. Corsairs, bobbing and floating, blocking my air, pushing and pulling at the wood caulker, or be taken below to Davy Jones' locker. Vision edging dark, lungs burning so, reaching for the surface as the ship sinks below. Take me in the sea now gloam. Not one of the crew will ever go home. Choke. We're dead below deck. Dead below deck.
This is a weird one. Let's give it a shot.